Yeah, I'm Cahill. I'm the bass player with the boys.
Gary, I play guitar.
But
All right,
the two most handsome members of the band here. Don't
Yeah.
worry about
naturally.
it.
You guys have just landed back in Australia. What's the first thing that hit you when you got off the plane this time round?
The heat, the sun. That's
Yeah,
you can spot Irish lads,
Yeah.
especially at this time of year, coming summer that's sunny and warm. Now there's a massive big thunderstorm there earlier, but the
yeah.
last few days just been beautiful. We had 2 days to kind of roam around Melbourne. Gary's mate Angus, who runs Bloom Coffee, has put us up for the last 2 days and
Yeah.
filled us full of delicious cold brews.
Cold
And
brews and the coffee in Melbourne is like no other. Like you just can't get away with bad coffee here. Like even like in the train station. Here's Docky here.
oh, we have one more on the
Hi.
phone.
Come,
Hi, I'm
join.
Connor. How's it going?
Connor's there
Good.
with a glass.
How are
Connor
you, mate?
Doherty back.
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Not bad. We were just talking about how coffee is the staple here, especially in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like
So
as I was
good.
saying, the train stations even have like
Yeah.
ridiculous machines and where usually it's like you get the shite
No.
overpriced crap. But yeah, no, Melbourne, like Australia, when we got here last year, we had such a blast. Like it's such a beautiful place, and people really love music and live music, and the
Yeah.
shows were amazing. So we got the opportunity to come back.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
absolutely buzzing.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
And we've
we
got
just
someone
scored.
else.
Hang on.
Oh my goodness,
Ew!
everyone's here.
We got it. We got there. We
We
got
got
there.
there.
How's
Fantastic.
things?
Yeah, not bad. How are you?
They sweating, but I'm
Yeah.
I'm in great form. Loving life, living the dream.
Oh, fantastic. That's what we love to hear. And your last visit was for, I'm going to say this wrong. Was it Misneach Festival? Misneach?
Oh, Mishnock. Mishnock.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a festival organised by Dermot Kennedy.
Yeah.
Mishnock is bravery, I think, in Irish. And
There you
it
go.
was a brave move booking us to come over. He had some amazing acts, but all Irish acts that played in Sydney
Yeah.
last summer. And it was amazing. That was kind of what got us over here,
Yeah.
really. Like it was an opportunity for us to come over, and then we booked a few more shows around that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, it was like Amble, Kneecap, Circle
Yeah.
Richardson,
Clifford's.
Clifford's,
Who were they?
Susan O'Neill was there as
Yeah.
well. There was just a bunch of amazing Irish artists. So like it was a privilege.
And the frames.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Frames,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
Bloody
Jesus, yeah,
amazing.
unbelievable.
Oh
Matt Corby.
my
Yeah.
God. Wow.
Yeah.
He was the one local boy that got in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
We
going to
allowed him
say,
in for an hour or so.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So I was going to say, how does it feel coming back now for your own shows?
Oh, buzzing. I mean, this was the first show on the tour last time. Was Melbourne as well. We played Howler in Melbourne, and yeah, it was a real eye opener. It was an amazing gig. The place was lifting. I think we were exhausted because we had just flown in, and we were kind of peeling ourselves off the floor to get there. And then when we walked out, it was just an absolute. It was on wheels.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for Sydney. So Sydney, we done Mishnock in Sydney, and then we done like a secret gig the next day in the Doss House.
Yes. Yep.
And it was a tiny little room, and it was mental on Patrick's Day. So I'm looking forward to now having like our own kind of headline show there tomorrow, and
Yeah. Yeah.
see what
It's so
Sydney has to
exciting.
offer.
If I
Yeah.
can embarrass myself further, I'm going to say an Irish phrase to you that might not
Got
be correct, but anyway, I'll try. Erin go
you
bra.
got it.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Aaron-
Oh!
Oh dear.
Good.
I'm glad you understood. My granddad was from Ireland, so pass that one down.
Oh,
Hell yeah, nice work. No, you nailed it.
I'm
Smashed
good
it.
with the pass down.
Smashed it.
Fantastic. Do Australian crowds bring something different compared to home in Dublin?
It's very. We often talk about the last gigs when we were here last, and just the combination of Irish and Australian people in one room, and how much of a perfect marriage it was. Because it was just, I feel like it was an equally feral environment, vibe of Australian punters like there is back home. So it actually feels very similar, probably more similar here than it does in most other places, which is deadly.
Yeah. Well, see, that leads me to my next question. We, like the Irish, like to have a drink or two. If you guys were presented with the opportunity to do a shoey, would you?
Oh,
Ah.
I could.
Wait, does that
Hard
mean
pass.
one
Yeah,
pair in
yeah,
shoe?
Yeah.
Or does it mean like
Is
If the shoe, yeah,
like,
if the shoe comes off the shelf in a shop, yeah.
Then
But
that
on
would be
someone's
okay.
foot, absolutely not.
is it an honor? Is it like something that you would be bestowed? Someone would give you their shoe, and that's kind of like a privilege or something?
Yeah, usually it's the sweatiest, ugliest dude in the front row that takes off his shoe and launches it at you guys.
Have you done this before? Have you done a shoey?
No, I haven't, but I've witnessed it.
I'd feel bad, but I'd probably say no.
Yeah,
I was
It's pretty
approached,
gross.
to have my shoe used
That's
for a drink,
true.
and I declined.
Oh.
I was on tour, and it was the only pair of shoes I had. So I was like, sorry, mate.
Can't do it, yeah.
You wouldn't do it to them.
Yeah,
You
I
wouldn't do it.
saw,
No.
I saw the Kingfisher, I saw Eddie Dillon when they were over. I wonder whose shoe that was.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
Look, I mean, in the heat of the moment, who knows? I think
Do
someone
it.
could probably pick on the
I'd get sick everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's nasty, but it kind of has to be done if presented.
All right.
Absolutely.
Is it really disrespectful to say no?
Kind of, yeah.
That's a
Okay,
yes. That's a yes.
okay.
I suppose you could just. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Good. So anyone who is attending the shows, yeah,
Send them all up.
send them up.
all your shoes.
Send them
every
up.
single one. Yeah.
Beautiful. And let's talk about Pull Like a Dog. When did you realize that phrase was going to define the album?
Good question.
Carl brought it up. I thought it was a lovely line and took it down in my notes, and then and it ended up in the song "Pull Like a Dog." It just fit with the vibe, and then when Doc read the lyrics, he was like, "Jay," or yeah, when he heard the line, he was like, "Jay's, that would sound great as an album title," and we were all like immediately in agreement that it is the perfect. And it was one of the first times we've ever had an album title before the album is done. You know, and I feel like it definitely influenced the direction of the album in some ways as well. Like it was just a kind of an ethos we adopted for the, you know, I guess the fucking album process. It was just like, I guess it being a bit of a challenging period in our lives, for many reasons, and it was just our mantra. You know?
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
We really resonated with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And compared to your earlier work, where does this album push you the furthest?
There's a few sonically even there's a big jump. I think for us was trying to get the energy, you know, and the lads, especially Gary's influence there, like heavier kind of stuff on the guitars. And I guess the struggle has always been going heavier in the guitars. It's a struggle for Lango then to keep up with the cajon. It's not a traditional drum kit, and it's hard to kind of match that energy. But Bud just did such a good job getting the John Spud Murphy, the producer, did an amazing job getting that kind of across, and I think that allowed us to go heavier. So heavier and more energetic. I feel like I'm Pull Like a Dog is probably the fastest song I've ever recorded in my life. Like I feel like that's always, it nearly kills Lango to play it live every night. Nearly combust.
Do you know, it's I love it, but it like I'm realizing I really have to think about what song we play next. I need a bit of a breather after it, but it's deadly to play it live. Like it always gets a great reaction. And that's always just that energizes it, you know.
Do you know what blows me away about you guys is how you guys can be so heavy, but you guys don't use electric guitars or anything. Like it's mental how heavy of a sound you guys can create with what you do, if that makes sense.
These two geniuses here.
it's something that just evolved kind of naturally over the last few years, but I think it's something we've leaned into, and like we'll probably start using electrics here and there at some point, but right now it's just been fun trying to like push them to their limits in that way. But it's actually a company from Melbourne called Cole Clark that really that was kind of the gateway to the sound we have now, was like discovering those guitars. And so yeah, it's just that's something we get a bit of a buzz out. We get a buzz out of it. So we'll probably keep it going for as long as we can, but then maybe trickle some electrics in at some
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
That's
no, I think that really is what separates you guys from everyone
Yeah.
else and makes your sound unique. It's incredible. And
Yeah.
do you think modern life makes it harder for artists to switch off, or does it actually fuel creativity?
Oh, jeez.
These are some 5-star questions. man.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it's social media addiction is a real thing,
Yeah.
Oh.
and that makes it extremely hard to switch off. And also couple that with vape pens. That's my new addiction. Tried to give up smoking, went back into smokes, took up vaping, and now it never leaves my mouth. So
I feel you.
those two things, for me, make it hard to switch off. But it's not impossible. But the flip side of social media is that there's plenty of content to draw from.
Yeah, it's
And there's
Yeah.
plenty of like very just your emotions are heightened consistently throughout the day by just reading various bullshit on the internet, and
Yeah.
that can be weaponized. But it's also, I don't know if it's, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it. Do you know what I mean? But like,
100%.
to answer your question, I think both. I think it's draining, but it's also inspiring. Saying no, not the
Yeah.
vape pens. Vape pens.
Yeah.
They're so delicious.
Yeah, oh, I know. I think what you're saying is so true that social media especially is a double-edged sword or a catch-22 where it's so bad and horrible for us and we get addicted. But at the same time, it can fuel creativity. We can be inspired and yeah,
Big time.
connect with others sometimes too.
You're seeing the standard of musicianship, you know, like other bands, you're exposed to like where the bar is at all the time. And that's like
Yeah,
very motivating and that can push you, you know. So yeah,
And even, I guess, as a band starting out, that's a big one. You know, if you're a smaller band and you don't maybe have label backing or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
you're a version artist kind of thing. I feel like social media is amazing there. You know, like there's a lot of powerful tools there that you can kind of use for free in
yeah,
terms of reaching people and analytics. You know, like all that stuff is amazing. But then you just wake up and read what Trump's done latest.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing you greet the day with. So like
Yep.
that's obviously crap, but I guess if you're one of the 1 in a million people that can use it correctly,
Yeah.
it works, you know. But yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, well said. And what's one question you wish people would ask you more?
Oh.
Great questions for a really short interview that we have to do. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because that's a great question. That's why the answer is coming longer.
No,
you know
that's
what I mean?
fine.
Like,
That's fine.
I don't know if there's a specific question, but I sometimes think stuff outside of the music. You know, I think
Yeah,
when I'm personally listening to an artist, I want to see an interview that's or questions that are maybe not about the music. Like
Uh-huh.
I have all my own ideas about artists and their music, and I sometimes kind of prefer to not know the truth or something. You know, like you have your
Yeah,
own vision of what inspires them, or you know. And I think
yeah,
sometimes the mystery and that stuff is good, and you just want to hear about their lives, their favorite color, their
yeah,
vibe, I mean, that kind of stuff.
yeah. That's a really good answer. Okay, well, further on from that question, what is the coolest or strangest gift a fan has ever given you?
Don't know what ones we can mention now.
Someone gifted Lango a tattoo of his signature on their arm.
Oh, what?
Remember the paper mache bird's head?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was that gifted?
Yeah. What some lad wore this like fucking huge paper mache bird head with it like a massive beak,
Huge.
to a gig, and he was like, "There you go."
That's awesome.
Yeah,
We still have it. Yeah, we still have it.
I think someone made like stained glass scratch logos for each of us. That was
Oh,
really cool.
that's awesome.
Our tour manager got them for us, Louis.
It
was
Lyra. It was Lyra, mate.
Oh yeah, I have it in my bedroom.
Yeah,
Nice.
I still have my own Lyra bits. Yeah.
I haven't got many gifts, so if you're listening.
But please tell me the tattoo was still attached to the skin. Like they didn't cut it out and give it. Okay, good.
Ah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I'm like, that's really. Yeah.
I think they got Mango to sign his
I-
arm. One
Try as I might,
first
he
time.
wouldn't give me his skin.
Yeah. Loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If sorry, playing live, which track from Pull Like a Dog are you most excited or nervous to bring to the stage?
Cracks.
Mm.
I'm excited, more excited but nervous as well because it's a tricky little number, I think,
Mm.
vocally and yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited about Cracks and Roses and Poses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
There's
that.
been a lot more like the songs were written and then we added to them in the studio more
Mhm.
so than I feel like in other records or other songs in terms of like vocals and harmonies and stuff. So we're kind of going through the process of learning our own songs and how to play them live. And yeah, those two are tricky bitty boys,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the tricky boys.
And beautiful. If someone's seeing the Scratch live for the first time this week, what kind of experience are they walking into?
An exorcism.
Excellent.
The experience of a lifetime.
The greatest gig they're ever going to witness in their entire lives. So yeah.
I love that. Absolutely love that. And if Pull Like a Dog is the mantra for this era, what's the next phase or mindset you think will define what comes next?
What? Could you ask that one more time?
If Pull Like a Dog is the mantra for this era, what's the next phrase or mindset you think will define what comes next?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
She's in the garage.
He's in the garage.
Easy
She's
question.
in the garbage. Yeah, got it.
That's the next.
Oh, she's in the garbage. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
In the garage.
oh, in the
Garage.
garage. I was like, in the
That's
garage.
in the
No,
garage.
not a literal person.
Yeah.
A figurative
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. We
In-
refer
I like that.
whenever we're like, I don't know.
What does it even mean?
He's in the garage. She or he's in the
Yeah,
garage.
It means you're ready to rock,
Right,
or whatever.
yeah.
Whatever thing has been overcome,
Yeah.
and we're ready to go now.
Yeah.
I feel like that's it.
Like
Like
if
that.
we're playing a gig and we're waiting for someone to get ready to play, then whoever they're waiting on usually shouts into the mic, "She's in the garage now, boys," and then
Yeah.
we get going with the song.
This interview, I
See-
would say, is fairly thoroughly in the garage now. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be, but
I know.
it's
Well,
firmly in there.
good, I think.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it is. That's a very good thing.
Fantastic. And last question, looking back at your last year, from touring to releasing this album, what's been the biggest shift for you as a band?
From the last album.
The last year.
The last,
Hang on.
the last year before. So, I think the belief in ourselves for me just feels congruent. You know, I think we just had to force ourselves to believe in ourselves a year ago to just like that. Hence the mantra, you know, pull like a dog. But now it just comes easier to me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh.
so I just feel
Yeah.
belief feels congruent.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're sitting in it a little bit more. We're appreciating it a little bit more, and yeah, confidence is there, or assurance is kind of there in a way that maybe wasn't before.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, wonderful, guys.
the
Thank you.
garage.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much for your time today. We can't wait to see you guys play live, and good luck for your show. Thank you
Thank
again.
you very much.